I feel that human society is getting mad. It's very simple. If there are no peasants, we'll starve. If there is no nature, there will be no more oxygen, we'll die. I have been very motivated for years now, because I know that I need nature just to understand myself, number one. Because when you're in a city, you're an animal, but within walls, take an underground, you're in pollution. And this is why people feel so uncomfortable. This is why they have mental problem. This is why they run to the analyst, because they are not made for that. The trouble is, this is the only thing they know. And sometimes they're scared by nature. They're scared by the noise of forests, or the silence also scares them. So there is a consciousness that I can feel in this country. You know, China is not very well understood. It's a country that went very, very quickly into the modern world. It's a country of great tradition and great culture, great education as well. But the change in 20 years is just phenomenal. And the Chinese themselves feel very uncomfortable now in cities. They start to rebel, and the government is very aware of that. There is a consciousness now in Beijing where people are suffocating. So how can you say to Beijing people the quality of air is unimportant? Well, people, they have to wear masks to go outside. So they know they have to do something. Everyone around me, here, I can take anyone. They all know this problem. And I'm pleased to be able to voice it. It's this desire to have more and more and more now. So more, how do you do more? You fish more fish from the sea, you cut more forest to have more wood at home, or to have more furniture. Where do you go? Where do you go when there's no more oxygen, no more fish to feed the chicken that will overfed you? I think it's absolute madness, you know. And this lack of respect from many people who don't know nature. They say, oh, well, this forest, I can do nice buildings here, and I'll sell a lot of apartments, so let's cut this piece of forest. Most people think that way, because instead of having a little car, they'll have a huge car that goes wham, wham, and does a lot of pollution. Unfortunately, you know, a lot of people have been saying what I'm saying. And people say, yeah, we know this is very right. Yes, of course, yes. And in the same movement, go and change their car for a bigger one. It's definitely not for tomorrow that things are going to change, but we can try.
这个方面吧，这个都是这个现在这个草原退化，这个方面也是刚才说的世界性的问题，也是在这个我们蒙古草原上，也是我的家乡那些地方都出现这样的草原沙化。这个戏里边就不是有吗？那个在南方来的那些农民来这儿开荒耕地，最后完了以后一年2年可以，但是时间一长了以后，这块地就废了。草原的土壤是太薄，你要是种地了以后，它就3年以后就开始沙化就完了。这个我们就是只要是蒙古这个草原上长大的人，都非常关心这个方面。为什么这个草原是怎么变成这样？我们的生活，我们这个民族将来会怎么办？这是每个人都想的问题。
不要去破坏这个生态平衡，就像狼吃羊，羊吃草。如果这是一个食物链，我们不能抽掉当中的任何一个环节，抽掉任何环节，自然这个生态就无法运转下去了。
It's totally connected, and before we came and screwed it all up, it all worked. You know, the wolves to the bears to the elk, everything is connected, and that all works together. But we come and change it, and then what we try and do is go, okay, we're going to build this city here, but we're going to give you 200 acres of a park over here. So we're going to fence it so nothing can get in and nothing can get out, but we're going to call it a preservation. And then you're trying to make it work, but you're trying to make it work with our idea of how it should work. So you take those animals or plants or whatever you want to fence off in that area, and then just leave it to hope it works, but they don't have enough room. So then you end up with more problems over there. So although I think humans try to do the right thing by preserving certain areas, I just don't think there's enough. I mean, when you look here, you can look around anywhere, and you don't see much sign of, you know, I see now over here we're starting to put up some pylons for some power lines. So it is coming, but it's still nice to sit here and look around 360 degrees and not see the stamp of man all over the place.
而且最后他们也看到我们最后我们要如果说到这个中国梦的话，我们也知道我们最后的这个中国梦，它一定是和一个自然环境和谐共处的，才会是一个美梦，对吧？如果我们把这个环境破坏了以后，我们会看到它会成为一个噩梦。
所以我觉得来到这个地方，你看到这里那么美，那么原生态，会激发起人一种强烈的想要保护它，保留这种美，因为它是属于我们全人类的。所以我相信很多国外的观众、全世界的观众看到这个地方，会有和我相同的感受。